Within the sound of my voice, please stop what you're doing. Close your eyes, feel the sun hitting your face. Now open them. Welcome to the desert. As you look around, you're now on the dusty plains of northern Afghanistan on an abandoned runway. We are in the middle of nowhere. Off in the distance in front of us are the massive mountains of the Hindu Kush. Don't worry, you're safe. But enjoy the peace and quiet while you can, because it is about to get loud. Your United States Air Force is on the way to establish a remote base capable of moving equipment out of your area and back to the United States. Today you'll be witnessing a demonstration of one of our core capabilities, initial air base opening. Continuous response with airmen are trained to provide initial command and control support and operate an airfield in time when seizure forces secure the location and follow-on forces arrive to continue operations. Very shortly, a fully loaded C-17 Globemaster III from McGuire-Dix-Lakehurst 6th Airlift Squadron will taxi and stop at Show Center. A highly trained assessment team from the 621st has arrived on helicopter a few hours earlier from the distance. Each assessment team has a single subject matter expert from 7 vital CRW career fields. There's an expert responsible for civil engineering, airfield management, air traffic control, loadmaster, security forces, satellite communication specialist, all led by a team commander. Their job is to inspect an airfield to make sure that follow-on forces can show up and are safe to operate. The C-17 is capable of more than 170,000 pounds of cargo in small airfields halfway around the world. Then it can land in distances as short as 3,500 feet. A fully loaded C-17 at max weight weighs 585,000 pounds and carry up to 245,000 pounds in fuel. The pilot of the C-17 is Captain Sean Jacquin from Frankfurt, New York.
Knew it. That's what.
His co-pilot is Captain Andy Roll from the 305th OSS. He's the aircraft commander from Lakewood, Washington. Major Tin Fung is the safety observer from Cleona, Pennsylvania. Senior Master Sergeant Celine Muncie from San Angelo, Texas is the loadmaster, and the other loadmaster on board is Tech Sergeant Kyle Rowan. He's from Chippewa, Wisconsin. Now this operation is going to demonstrate what the CRW can do. We will arrive on a C-17 with all our own equipment. We have everything we need to operate when we're on the ground. Very shortly he's going to taxi up to the show center. That gate is already dropping. That means the crew on board is probably already unchained new vehicles and equipment. As soon as that happens, we're going to see our CRW team roll out the back, probably at pretty high speed because they're trying to break their time from yesterday. It took them 4 minutes to get everything off the aircraft yesterday. They're going to establish a bubble around this plane to allow our port handlers to get off the aircraft. Their port handlers are going to turn around and offload cargo. In this case, they're just bringing off the material handling equipment. In this case, it's a 10K-AT. We call it 10K-AT. It's a 10,000-pound all-terrain forklift. The crew that's going to be on this aircraft is Tech Sergeant James Kane. He's the load crew chief. He's from Killeen, Texas. Now, if we watch, down comes the ramp. I'll read the crew names in a moment for you. Boarders come off the aircraft. They're waving on down the crew. Here comes the all-terrain vehicle. Here comes the other one. These are security forces members. They're going to post on the wingtips and establish security perimeter. Followed shortly by that is going to be an armored Humvee. Our gun truck is going to come off and provide a little bit more firepower. This is an armored Humvee. It usually carries a 50 caliber shotgun on top. And we're way to the 10K off already. That thing's been on the ground for less than 30 seconds. We're already off the vehicle. Ladies and gentlemen, 621st Contingency Response Wing. That's how long it takes for us to set up an airfield. At our core, our follow-on airlift missions will deliver a command and control center, satellite communications equipment, more cargo handling equipment for the rest of our small yet highly motivated team of air mobility airmen. This airbase opening capability is just one of many the CRW is called upon to perform around the world at moment's notice. Our air mobility air advisor teams are building partnerships and educating air mobility rated subjects in Africa, Central and South America. Our contingency response air mobility planners are directing the flow of cargo, medical patients, and guidance on air mobility related matters. Our missions are light and lean, and driven by the desire to mobilize the fight, provide relief, and advance the peace. We are the 621st Contingency Response Wing, versatile mobility problem solvers, ever ready to deploy as Air Mobility Command's 911 force. Our team today was made up of Staff Sergeant James Kane. He's the load crew chief from Killeen, Texas. Staff Sergeant Matthew McCormick. He's another load team member from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Staff Sergeant Loren Camacho from Southbridge, Massachusetts. Senior Airman he's the Humvee driver from Richmond, Virginia. A1C John Judy, he was driving the forklift. He's from Leavenworth, Kansas.